fast replenish on your great sword.
I can't, it's still buffering.
If we don't take down that werefish now, all the work in this instance will be for nothing.
There, got it. Eat cold steel, you fishy jerk.
Andy and I met at fat camp as kids. Ever since then, we've been best friends. I wasn't fat, but my parents thought I could use a self-esteem boost. I had long ago written off the tabletop version of Dungeon Crawl and replaced it with the online version.
Oh yeah, that's like, it's good and all, don't get me wrong, it's a fun game. But the interaction you miss is, like, you get to meet a lot of people from around the world online, but I just can't help but feel that I'm just sitting in front of a computer screen all by myself. I'm excited to see the guys though.
Yeah, it'll be nice to get back to the older version of the game, get back to the roots of gameplay and such. I'm also pretty curious to see what everyone's gotten up to. They might be kind of jealous though. Kind of hard to measure up against guys who both have 5 level 100 characters online.
Brian, did you remember to use the ruler?
Oh, crud. Sorry, honey.
Brian, now it'll be all uneven. Go inside, find the ruler, and start over.
Okay. I first met the guys in elementary school. Merlin was the one that I ended up being the closest with. He was my best friend. You know, a lot of things have changed since the last time I saw them. Right after we disbanded, I ended up getting some eye surgery. My braces came off about a week later, and then I ended up getting new acne medication too, so I mean, I was a completely different person. Yeah, we've been going out together for about,
4 years.
4 years. Sorry, honey. Yeah, she actually proposed to me right after, I think right the same day even that her sister got proposed to. And our weddings are actually set pretty closely together, I think.
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna let my little sister get married before me. No siree, Bob. That old hand will have to be the single one in the family for a good 2 weeks. Thank you so much. No, seriously, you didn't have to. And you totally went out on a limb for me, and that was really great of you. Well, I mean, sometimes he does, but...
When I first heard that Merlin was reforming the team, I was ecstatic. I mean, as good as my life is now, I can't help but miss the good old times, you know?
Yeah, it's good to catch up with old friends to get an idea of how you've moved up in the world. And seeing them again now gives me a chance to come to the wedding.
Right, and Crystal's gonna even let me play in the tournament with them.
Well, I mean, it'll be a good replacement for one of those vile bachelor parties.
Yeah, I mean, who would want one of those? It's gonna be interesting to see, though. I mean, how the team comes together, because Allister isn't gonna be a part of it, obviously. So it'll be neat to see who gets to replace him.
I began playing Dungeon Crawl about 3 years ago. I started when I was still involved with Allister. I met him when I was in high school. I was on the chess team, and he was employed by my parents as a tutor. His unorthodox training techniques led to us becoming a couple. I was what's called a torchbearer, a lower-level character in the party who helped out in more of a support role. This meant that I not only had to hold my own in battle, but also carry the party's extra gear, hold the torch, draw the maps, cook meals, stand guard at night, and walk ahead of the party in order to disarm any traps by walking into them. I can give him indigestion, but right now, I'm trying to figure out invoking impotence. But I'm a quick learner, and despite starting off behind the rest of the group, I managed to catch up within a couple of months. Nonetheless, Allister didn't allow me to play in tournaments. He said I was too much of a distraction during gameplay. I was with Allister's group for 2 years. Then he started tutoring a foreign exchange student. One day, I walked in on him using his unorthodox training methods on her. Next week, I found a letter in my mailbox explaining that he was leaving me. Attached to the letter was my character sheet. He had stripped me of all my magic items, as apparently the rest of the group would be using them. And I haven't played Dungeon Crawl since. But when I heard that Merlin's team was allowed to re-enter the tournament, I knew I found my chance. Allister taught me everything he knows about that game, and I intend to use that knowledge against him.